welcome to On the Water TV. I'm Chris Megan, publisher with On the Water magazine. In today's episode, we're going to discover the mysteries behind the cinder worm hatch as we join On the Water's Jay Baver and contributing writer Bob Sampson, fishing Ninigret Pond in Rhode Island. But first up, let's join On the Water's editor Gene Burke as he discovers one of the Northeast's most pristine bodies of water. I won't tell you where it is, but I will say it's only an hour and a half from Boston.
Welcome to On the Water Magazine's Fishing New England. I'm Gene Burke, editor of On the Water Magazine, and I want you to take a nice look around this beautiful piece of water behind us and take a guess. You think we're in northern Maine somewhere, out in the wilderness? You think maybe we're in northern New Hampshire? Maybe up on Lake Champlain? Well, you'd be wrong. We're only 70 miles from the city of Boston, and this is the beautiful Quabbin Reservoir. Today we're going to do some controlled depth trolling here with Bob May and contributing writer Ron Powers. Bob, tell me a little bit about how we're going to find these fish today.
Well, today the salmon are in there like they're pre-spawn mode. They're usually between 30 to 50 feet deep, and we're going to downrig a fish with downriggers, and are primarily going to use Dodger with a streamer this morning. And the object of the Dodger is to give the streamer action. The Dodger, when used primarily properly, it will go like this, and the streamer will follow it back and forth.
Nice.
If the Dodger spins, it's no good. The salmon won't touch it. So we're going to try to keep the Dodgers at the right speed. And this morning we can't get out in the big water because of that northwest wind, but we're in the vicinity of the Baffle Dam this morning, and I think the fishing will be good.
Excellent. Let's get to it then.
These downriggers are programmable, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the depth that I want to fish, and it won't change unless I change it. So I program it, say, from 35. I'm going to program this to 35 feet, and that one at 30. Hit the button, it'll go down and stop at that predetermined depth. And we go from there, adjust them as I go along by the fish finder.
Okay, let's talk about those Dodgers a little bit and how those things work.
This is what they call a Moose Lamoo Dodger. There's many different colors. Chartreuse, a green or a chartreuse is actually a real good color for the Quabbin, so I always get something down with a chartreuse or a green color on it.
Okay.
And they're made to go like this. I don't know if you can get it with the camera, but you see the actions of the Dodger? It goes back and forth, back and forth.
And the purpose of that is I'm guessing it's twofold. It's going to attract fish.
It attracts fish and it gives the streamer action what you want.
Right.
I'm going to be running about 20 feet behind the ball.
Okay.
Now that'll go down as predetermined. I got it set at 35 feet, so it'll go down to 35 feet and then it'll stop automatically. We'll take up the tension on the rod so you'll know when you get a hit.
Which you could never do, obviously, with a heavy
Right.
solid heat. It holds the line, doesn't it? It flicks line. You told me about that.
It's got a rod that you take that rod holder off of there.
No. Oh, wow! Look at that.
Done it.
Gotta be. You must have felt the hook to come out of the water like that, huh? They don't do that for fun. All right. All right. There's no question about that for no lake trout. Jumping out of the water like that.
I thought they were, it was like a blitz or something.
Just came right out the way they do. Salmon leaf. Called silver leaf. Fighting you? Fighting you,
He's coming. What's that now? Yeah, right. Oh, now he's getting a little wet. Okay.
I got you covered, Gene. Just get up by the boat, and he's in. Don't need to put pressure on you. But...
All right, on to the leader.
Ho, ho. Take your time, Gene. Take your time. Beautiful. Wow. Take your time. Okay, take your
There he is.
That's it.
Gotta keep him
Okay,
away
he's
from-
coming in.
Ooh, look at that.
Keep it up. That's it.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, almost.
Ooh, look at that fish.
A little further. A little further.
salmon.
Yep. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. A little further.
And in.
He's one.
All right.
Go!
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Look at
Nice
that.
job,
Look at that
Gene. Nice
fish.
job.
Yeah, man, what a beautiful fish. You know what was really cool is the thing hit softly. You just didn't even know initially that fish was on, and then after that jump, he went down, but then as he's getting closer to the boat, the closer he got to that boat, the harder he was fighting, the faster he was swimming, and then it was, then luck plays into it, I think, to a certain degree.
Things got real trying with all those, the outrigger and the downrigger and the prop and everything else, but you kept it clean of those hazards, and you got it. It's yours.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. Nice job.
Yeah.
In the 1920s, the state of Massachusetts began taking steps to create a reservoir for the city of Boston. Officials looked to the central part of the state, to the Swift River Valley, and saw the potential of damming the river, flooding the valley, and creating a clean, dependable water supply for the city. It was a huge engineering feat, and requiring the taking by eminent domain of 4 small villages in the valley. Flooding of the valley commenced in 1939, and the new reservoir reached 97% capacity by 1946. Fishing and boating is allowed in approximately 2/3 of Quabbin, but engine horsepower is strictly limited. This doesn't stop anglers from flocking to the big reservoir, however, because of the outstanding fishing that's available in a true wilderness setting just a short distance from metropolitan areas. Lake trout, landlocked salmon, and especially smallmouth bass flourish in cool, pristine waters. Bald eagles fly overhead and nest in huge pines that line the shore. Quabbin offers a fishing experience in central New England that is unparalleled anywhere short of the great north woods of northern Maine.
Oh yeah, we got a fish.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Does it feel like a big fish? It's coming up, coming up. All right, leaping. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that thing, the energy they got. I hope. Come on, baby.
Another fish on this one.
A little baby.
Really?
Let me
Move. I was just
little
gonna
baby.
tell him that there was a
Yeah.
fish on that one.
All right. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Beautiful fish. Look at that. All right. Cool. Here he comes
That one's a
in.
little better.
All right, yeah, they're getting bigger. All fat though. They're all healthy fish that are eating well. That's the main thing. Somebody want to get it now? Or you want me to just try to? I can
Yeah,
probably
lift
take
him.
not big.
him. He's not
Lift him.
big. I can take
Yeah.
him then. Okay.
Grab a hold of
All right. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that baby. Oh, nice hook removal, Bob. Good job there. Good job. Oh man. Yeah, cool, huh? Oh, back to where
And
you
he
came.
swims
Nice
away.
release.
Nice. Well, it seems like we've been hitting the fish over in that one hole, so we're going to head back over there. One small area. It's interesting how these fish will stack up in just one certain area like that. I don't know whether that has anything to do with bottom contour, but definitely has something to do with the baits around. But it seems like that one little area. We make that one circle, and that's where those fish are.
Beautiful, Gino.
Okay.
Nice. All right, awesome.
Okay.
What is it? Lake or
What could it
salmon?
be? What could it be?
What is it? What could it be? Coming in. Nice little bend in the rod there. Looks good.
Yeah.
Think it's a salmon?
Gotta
You
be
say it's
salmon.
salmon. I know it's salmon. Good.
No head shake yet. Got a little weight. Oh, now he's getting that. Yep, getting that
Stopping
attitude.
you a little bit, huh, Gene?
Point the rod back. Okay.
All right.
He's got a little attitude. Oh yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you ain't hauling them in so easily just yet, huh?
Coming up.
I'm
Coming
just
up.
looking for this. I know.
There he is. Oh,
that's
yeah.
a nice fish.
It's what is?
Lake
Oh, it's a lake.
All right. Beautiful.
Yes.
A little further,
Okay.
a little further.
Let me-
We got him.
Yes.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Good job,
It's
Gene.
a lake trout.
That's what it is. You got a little
Excellent. Excellent. And my biggest
Nice.
lake trout ever.
All
All right.
Good job.
Love it. All right, that's it. That's what we came for. Look at that. Beautiful lake trout. Man, this is fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful place. Ron Powers and Captain Bob May. We're here at beautiful Quabbin Reservoir. I'm Gene Burke for On the Water Magazine's Fishing New England. We hope you enjoyed today's show and hope you can get up here to the beautiful Quabbin Reservoir. Back the lake it goes. See ya.
Well, surely the Quabbin Reservoir is one of New England's finest bodies of water. But in the second half of today's episode, we're going to join Jay Baver and Bob Sampson as they show us how to fish the cinder worm hatch on Ninigret Pond in Rhode Island. When a worm spawn takes place, every striper and most other fish in the area take notice, and it's not uncommon to see hundreds or even thousands of stripers swirling and sipping worms. Although anglers sometimes refer to the event as a worm hatch, these small invertebrates are actually spawning and are easy prey to predators.
Bob is a contributing writer to On the Water magazine and an aficionado of the worm spawn. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen here tonight?
My favorite way of catching fish, favorite way of catching stripers. It's an event that happens every spring. Usually in this particular place, we catch them as early as like May 5th, May 6th. I start looking around. Come out here, I can tell when we're going to catch them. You look at the thermometer, the depth, the temperature on the gauge on the depth finder, and if it's up in the mid 60s, 62, 65 degrees, 67 degrees, the worms are going to come out to play. It's an event that can happen in some places. It comes and goes in a matter of 3 to 5 days. I think some places even shorter than that. So people might not even be aware. They can come and go in a night, and if it's windy, you're not going to be out fishing. This particular area, the spawns come off 4 to 6 weeks. It's because as we travel through here, you're going to see there's all different arms here, and there's different depths of water, and they hit the right temperature at different times. There'll be a period when the whole place kind of goes nuts, but different little pockets will turn on different nights. So if you kind of look around, you can find the fish right around about this time of night, like start 4:30, 5 o'clock, and right through dark, and you can fish after dark. It's just a little bit tougher, and usually you have you full by dark. If it's going good, you don't need to fish into the night and feed the mosquitoes.
Worm spawns can be found in just about any bay or estuary in southern New England that has a dark, muddy bottom. Fishing the worm spawn can be a maddening experience at the height of the event, as the water is often filled with tens of thousands of worms. If you're lucky enough to hit the spawn in the first few hours, the fishing can be absolutely phenomenal.
What kind of baits do you use to imitate the worms?
Yeah, let me show you. This is one of my favorites. If you're reading the magazine, I'm always talking about sluggos. This is the Herb Reed Lunker Cities Sluggo. This is it right here. 3.5 inch version. And what we do, let me show you the way it's rigged up. This is on I use these Lunker City Tex Poser hooks as well. See that little square bend on the hook? I rig them open style, just like so the hook is completely exposed. That one's been beat up a little bit from last night. That's a very good. It's a small hook, but it sets in real good. Doesn't come out very easily. And I always like to set it in just a little bit under the nose of the hook, so it makes this sluggo kind of skip up to the surface.
Grassed up.
It's not going to help you.
Pretty little guy. Ready? And that fish is doing this that we're talking about. He's coming. Nice fish.
Come on.
There you go. Oh, he's got a good one. You got a good one, Jay. You got a good one. All right. This is the one.
These worms are often referred to as cinder worms. The worms vary in color from brown to red, orange to pink, and all have a darker head and tail. They also vary in size from a ½ inch or so up to 3 inches. There are plenty of fly patterns that imitate them well, but small soft plastic baits are also very effective. The real key is figuring out just how much movement to put in your retrieve.
Because that one there, I let it drop and he whacked it. I knew it was just a one-time thing, but that's the two methods. Yeah, we are moving, right? Yeah. There we go. Now let it sink again. Twitched it a little bit and let it go down about a foot and whacked it as I lifted it off the bottom or off, back up to the surface. Getting a little dinker. We need another one of those 30 inches. See that? Little background. And that one's also got some sea lice on it. Yeah, I didn't let it sink that time. These are two methods and they...
So what's the biggest fish you've caught using this method?
Biggest one is actually right where we're sitting was about 39 inches. 25 pounds or so, you know, pushing 30 maybe. Nice fish.
Come on.
There you go. Oh, he's got a good one. You got a good one, Jay. You got a good one. All right. This is the one the doctor was looking for.
I'll take it. I don't care how big it is. At least I got another fish.
Next, yeah, he's cutting the surface. This is decent. Coming right in. It's what, the 11th for the night? Not going to be a big body count tonight, but we've got two nice ones. Get this one in. Decent.
We're fishing the worm spawn on a salt pond in Rhode Island.
Just on our way back out, we're going to try a couple of little,
They're busting all around us. I don't know if we're going to be able to leave right now.
I think we're going to stay a little longer. We'll go to the batteries fade, right? Yeah, this is a better fish. You want to grab it? You want me to when it comes up?
Well, let's see what happens. Ah, it's the chainmail glove. This isn't the biggest one we've caught tonight, but it's a little bit better. Bob's gonna land it. Fishing the worm hatch for some fast action on small, light tackle. There's nothing like it.
That's right.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
And I hope to be fishing with you again.
We'll do it. We'll do it again. Nice fish. Nice fish. That's about a 22, 23 incher. Ready?
Thanks for watching today's episode of On the Water TV. If you'd like to learn more about today's show, log on to onthewater.com. And from the entire crew at OTW, we hope to see you on the water.
Today's show is brought to you by Lowrance. We lead, we find, you win.